Hello everyone, with a new video to calculate or to find the equation in slope-intercept form, and we are talking today about linear equation. So the question today is about linear equation in the slope-intercept form. For the line that passes through the points, I have the first point, which is 5, negative 14, and the second point, which is 10, negative 17. First, the slope-intercept form is like this. Y is equal to slope. We can represent the slope with M letter. So slope or M x plus B. B, which is the intercept form or the y-intercept form. So remember that M represent the slope, B represent the y-intercept. So that's why we call this form as slope-intercept form. So to find the answer for this question, actually we need the following steps. First, we need to find the slope. How to find the slope if you have 2 points? We can make it easy for ourselves for calculation, because the formula is M, which is equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And because the students sometimes face difficulties and sometimes they are confused about using this formula, we can make it simply like this. We take the first point, which is 5, negative 14, and the second point is 10, negative 17. We will start now with the y, because these points being written as x, y. We can start with the negative 14 and 17 as y. We can choose the direction. So we can choose from negative 14 toward negative 17, or we can choose from negative 17 over or toward negative 14. Let us assume that I choose from negative 17 to the negative 14. Whatever you choose in this side, you must choose the same direction in this side. What I mean by that is, if you choose from negative 17 toward negative 14, you should continue with 10 toward 5. Or if you choose from negative 14 toward negative 17, you should choose from 5 to 10. Now, let's start with negative 17, for example. So we will write negative like this, negative 17. What we need to do is subtraction. So we will subtract now negative 14. We can see that turn to be like this. So negative 17, negative and times negative will end up with positive. So we have positive 14. So now we have negative 17 plus 14. We can do subtraction. Why? Because we have negative number and positive number. So we ask ourselves, what is 17 minus 14? The answer is 3. But we notice that the 17 is bigger than 14. And the 17 has the negative sign. So the answer will have a negative sign. So in this case, the answer for this subtraction or the y subtraction is equal to negative 3. Maybe I don't need this one. Okay, now the other side, I will do the same as follows. When I start from 10 to the 5, what I need is subtraction. So we will start from 10, like this, 10, then subtract 5. Now 10 minus 5, the answer is 5. So the result on this side is negative 3, and for this side is equal to 5. Now simply, we'll go back now to the formula as follows. Writing now y2 minus y1, we can say y2 minus y1 is equal to negative 3. So we substitute negative 3 over. Now x2 minus x1, here is the x subtraction, which is 10 minus 5 equal 5. So x2 minus x1 is equal to 5. So the answer will be, as we see, like negative 3 over 5. So we found, in this case, the slope. Remember the number, which is negative 3 over 5. I don't need all that. Okay, now we can substitute as follows. Y equal negative 3 over 5. The slope, or m, is negative 3 over 5. X plus b. So we found the slope. What's about the intercept? Or in other words, what's about the b? How to find the b? In this case, we can take any points. So we can use this point, 5, negative 14, or we can use this point, which is 10, negative 17, as follows. We can choose now 5, comma, negative 14, as follows. Now, this point, as any point, is written as x and y. So we have the y. We need to substitute for y. The y on the right side. So the negative 14 is for y. So we need to substitute like negative 14 for y equal to negative 3 over 5x. Then we have, but before we keep going, now the x is on the left side, and this is the 5. So we need to substitute now for x as 5. Now plus b. In this case, we can cancel 5 with 5, and we end up with negative 14 equal negative 3 plus b. Now we end up with one variable on this side, and we have two constants, and to find the answer, we can move the negative 3 to the other side as follows. So we end up with b equal to, here, negative 14. When we move the negative 3, it's the same as adding 3. So we will add 3 when we move it to the other side. And now we have the same thing. We have negative number and positive number. So we can actually do subtraction. 14 subtract 3. The answer is what? 14 subtract 3 is equal 11. But we know that 14 as a number is bigger than 3. And the 14 has the negative sign. So the answer should have negative sign, and finally the answer will be negative 11. So the value of b in this case is what? Negative 11. Remember this number, which is negative 11. Now I don't need all that. So the slope, as we said, is negative 3 over 5. Let me go back a little bit. Yes, it is negative 3 over 5. which is the slope or m, x, and now the b, as we found it as negative 11, so subtract 11, and this is y, and by the chance now we found in this way the equation, and we found that here is the slope and here is the intercept or the y-intercept. So we answered the question and we found and we wrote the equation for the linear equation. We write the equation in the slope-intercept form. This is one way to solve the problem. Of course, all the time we have different ways to solve any problem in math. I hope that you think and find another way or create another way. Keep pushing. You can learn. You can. Me and you, and we are together. We will make the math more and more easy.